by Rossetar. In Melbourne, Roberto Bautista got 22 v Stefanos Tsitsipas 14, Petra Kvitova 8 v Ashley Barty 15, Frances Tiafoe v Rafael Nadal 2, Melbourne, Australia. We are getting to the pointy end of the tournament and we have picked 3 must-see matches from today's quarterfinals. Latest player gear, Pro. Direct Tennis Shop. Buy the latest gear from the top players from the Pro. Direct Tennis Shop and check out their 80% off sale on selected tennis equipment now on click to buy from Pro Direct Tennis via BritWatch Sports. Roberto Bautista got 22 v Stefanos Tsitsipas 14, first meeting photo by Peter Foley, EPAFA, Rex Shutterstock. Roberto Bautista got US Open 2017, Flushing Meadows, USA. Spain's Roberto Bautista has had quite the tournament. First, he could well have signaled the end of Andy Murray's career in a 5-set thriller, but one 5-setter is not enough for our guy. He come through 3 5-setters including ousting last year's finalist Marin Cilic. Next up for him is Stefanos Tsitsipas, who sensationally dumped defending champion Roger Federer out of the tournament. He has not been averse to long matches either, having been fairly consistent at 4 sets. It is nip and tuck as to who might be the more tired going into this quarterfinal. Tsitsipas is bidding to become the youngest man to reach the semi-final of an Australian Open since Andy Roddick in 2003, and indeed the youngest man to reach a Grand Slam semi-final since Novak Djokovic did it at the US Open in 2007. Then again, he is the first Greek player, male or female, to reach the quarterfinals of a Grand Slam in history. There are plenty of firsts for Bautista as well. He is bidding to reach his first Grand Slam semi-final, and if he does he will go join 20th for the most attempts before finally reaching the semi-final stage. Just by reaching the quarterfinals here, he has recorded his best slam performance, having reached the round of 16 on 9 previous occasions, including 3 attempts at the Australian Open. Tsitsipas was able to go toe-to-toe with Federer, trading blows from the baseline and throwing himself about with reckless abandon at the net. Bautista can make his experience count here, but a lot depends on how much is left in his legs. The same of course is true for the young Greek, who has a lot of court time and was struggling a little. Prediction: Roberto Bautista in 5 sets. Viagogo Tennis Tickets. Search Viagogo for tennis tickets for upcoming tournaments. Click to buy tennis tickets from Viagogo via BritWatch Sports. Petra Kvitova 8 v Ashley Barty 15, H2H. Kvitova leads Barty 3-0. Petra Kvitova in the 3rd round of the Australian Open 2019, Melbourne. Jimmy 48 Tennis Photography. This is the one we will be parking ourselves down to watch. Their ding-dong battle in Sydney saw Petra Kvitova edge Ashley Barty in front of a Sydney crowd for her first title of the year, and with the Czech looking to continue her 9-match winning streak this year. Still potentially in the running to finally, long overdue, occupy the world No. 1 spot, she needs to batten down the hatches for what is likely to be another long one against Barty. Her match against Maria Sharapova saw the Aussie come from a set behind to knock out the former champion, and rather than struggling in the face of home crowd expectation, she thrives on it. While Kvitova has her lefty serve, and crazy angles and an incredible fighting spirit, Barty has variety, the same spirit, and will have an entire stadium willing her on. It really is one of those encounters where you hate anyone to lose, as both players are incredibly popular. Kvitova has the experience, not only having 2 slams of her own, but being able to grit out some of the toughest matches. Barty will have the crowd on her side, and she has more than held her own this tournament, achieving a best run at the majors since reaching the 4th round of the US Open last year. Prediction: Kvitova in 3 sets. Frances Tiafoe v Rafael Nadal 2, first meeting Rafael Nadal in the 2nd round of the Monte Carlo Rolex Masters, ATP Monte Carlo 2018, photo by Julian Finney, Getty Images. The young ones might be all the way there, but they are coming. Frances Tiafoe has won many fans over with his exuberant celebrations on his emotional way to a first Grand Slam quarterfinal, but also just by being such a shining example of hard work and commitment. Of course, those same qualities can be leveled at Rafael Nadal, who has more than recovered over his stumbling start to the season by being pretty well by not dropping a set on the way to the quarterfinal. Tiafoe has had a few long ones, including a 5-setter in the third round, and while he cheekily reckoned Nadal should be ready for him, we saw how the Spaniard effectively demolished his fellow next-gen star, Alex de Minaur. Nadal will look to neutralize Tiafoe from the off, driving him back and forth from the back of the court before finishing him off. The occasion is unlikely to be too big for Big Foe. I think he is indeed ready to bring the fight, but in the form that Nadal has been thus far, it will be a struggle to get a set off him, although he may make it a little tighter than Nadal will like. Prediction: Nadal in 3 sets. How to watch? Follow the Australian Open TV Eurosport 1, 2, subscription required, live streaming Eurosport Player, subscription required, live score Australian Open live scores. Sign up for Eurosport Player on Amazon Prime for just £1 for 6 months. Shop at Amazon for men's and women's sport clothing. Click to try Amazon Prime for free. Click to buy Amazon Prime for free via BritWatch Sports.